Alright, here we go. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. Another day, another TRUEversation. Let me sip a little bit of coffee before we kick this thing off. Pinky finger. So, in this TRUEversation, we're gonna have one of the most important subjects that we will ever talk about. Because this one thing will project how you perceive your entire reality, and more importantly, how you perceive yourself. So I'm actually gonna switch glasses here. Might go back to these ones later. We'll see. Glasses is a thing here, unless you understood that already. We are gonna talk about self-love and why that is so important for men and women. And if you don't get this right, you will never be truly able to live a life of fulfillment. You will never be truly able to fall in love. You won't ever be truly able to, I'm going to stretch it as far as say, living a life worth living. Because if you don't get this right, you will constantly feel that emptiness. You will constantly feel that you are not enough. That feeling of whatever you're trying to do, whatever you want to accomplish, you will never accomplish that because of your lack of self-love. Because it all comes down to this one thing, and that is that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And if you don't love yourself, and you don't learn how to love yourself, you won't be able to love anyone else, because you can only love another person to the extent of your own self-love, whether that is your partner, as in relationship, whether that is your friends, colleagues, a pet, whatever, right? So if you want that unconditional love, and you want to show someone else that unconditional love, it comes down and it starts with you showing yourself unconditional love. And here's the thing. Love is an act. It's not an emotion. It's an emotion also. We know that, falling in love. But love is an act. It's something that you are doing. It's a skill. It's something that you're practicing. You're practicing self-love day in and day out. And that's what's so special about it. And that's what most people get wrong. Because most people believe that we are just, I don't know if people even consider this. So I can't say most people believe this, but most people don't practice loving themselves. And that's the biggest mistake we all do. Because what ends up happening is that, like, most of us are so focused. Most of us are so focused on what other people are doing. We're so focused on what other people are doing, so we tend to forget what we are doing. We're putting more time and energy into thinking about what we don't have and what other people have versus the things that we do have. Oh, I don't have hair. Oh, I don't have this. Oh, I don't have that. Instead of thinking like, I have this beautiful bald head, or I have these beautiful nails, whatever. Or I have this characteristic about myself that I love. I'm kind, I'm romantic, I'm friendly, I'm protective of the people around me. So in order for you to love yourself, you have to first be aware of, what do you love about yourself? And I have a great tool for that. I call it my 3X journal. Essentially, it's just 3 points that I write down every day. It's a tool I've developed many years ago, and I use it until today. I write down 3 biggest things I want to accomplish today. 3 things I want to accomplish today. It's super simple structure. 3X journal. 3 things I want to accomplish today. 3 things I'm grateful for. And 3 things I love about myself. It's that simple. You can even extend it and add 3 traits of the day. So 3 things I want to accomplish today. Let's say I want to record this podcast. That's 1. Because for me personally, it needs to be money-making activities, right? Like things that are moving the needle forward. Even if they're not directly correlated to making money, it needs to be something that is moving my company or my vision forward. So number 1, record a podcast. Number 2 can be, maybe I should work out and record all the content, or record content while I'm working out. And maybe 3, it's an interview. Do an interview with Zanu, for example. That's number 1. Those are the 3 things. 3 things I'm going to do today. 3 things I'm grateful for. Because here's the thing with being grateful. You're counting your blessings. And then you start to understand how much things you have to be happy for. And when you are happy about and grateful about the things in your surroundings and things about yourself, then you will start to love yourself more. So let's say 3 things I'm happy for. I'm happy for electronics. I'm happy for electronics because that allows me to record and spread my message. And I believe my message is very important. I believe it's a message of positivity and something that is very true to my heart. Therefore, TRUEversations. That's the first thing. Second thing is that I'm grateful for is that I'm grateful to be able to live in Cap Verde. I think it's a paradise. I'm very grateful for the life I designed for myself because it was very purposefully and intentionally designed. So I'm very grateful for that life. Third thing is just air. I'm just grateful to be able to take deep breath. I had a great morning movement. I did meditation straight afterwards. And part of my meditation is pranayama, breathing, which is something I learned from a guru called, or a Balinesian guru that has been practicing meditation for 40 plus years and teaching meditation for 40 plus years, And he taught me pranayama breathing, which is essentially alternating nostril breathing exercises, which is incredible, right? And I'm very grateful for just having fresh air to breathe. That's 3 things I'm grateful for. 3 things I love about myself is my confidence, my hands, that I'm able to do things with my hands. I'm very grateful that I have these hands, that I don't have any pain in them. I used to have inflammation here, so I'm very grateful I don't have that anymore. I'm very grateful that I have my knees because they are stronger than they have ever been, which is something I'm very grateful for. I'm very grateful that I have my eyes to be able to perceive reality, right? Those 3 things I love about myself. And then 3 traits of the day. 3 traits of the day, 3 things that I'm going to carry with me, I'm going to practice is number 1, composure. Number 2, happiness, or seeing life from a positive light. And number 3 can be courage. I'm going to be courageous in uncomfortable situations if they present themselves. These are 3 things. So it's 3 things that I want to accomplish today, 3 things that I'm grateful for, 3 things I love about myself, and 3 traits of the day. That's my 3X journal. And when you do this over and over and over again, you start to really understand how much things you have to, number 1, to be grateful for, and how much things you love about yourself. And when you carry that things with you and you start to accomplish the 3 things that you want to accomplish, and you are behaving in those 3 traits, that you show courage, that you show happiness, that you show love to other people around you, that's when life starts to change itself. Let me change my glasses again. So you count your blessings. Another way to count your blessings in order to show yourself more self-love is to only speak life out. Only speak life out. You don't allow yourself to speak negatively about yourself. You only speak life to yourself. Only life leaves your mouth. So instead of, and when there are things that because then that becomes like this hippie thing, right? It's like, okay, but am I only supposed to speak positively? Like, but like, what if I need to express negative things? It's like, yeah, but look, there's ways of doing it. There's ways of doing it. Like, you will never hear me say like, I suck at reading. I suck at spelling, which I do. Like, I'm not the best reader. I don't read fast. I'm dyslexic. I don't spell very well. But instead of saying like, I suck at reading, I say like, I'm working on becoming a better reader. Or somebody says like, oh, I'm so bad at this. It's like, well, you know what? Like, I'm also working on becoming a better speller. Like, why would I say out loud that I suck at something? The world is already negative enough. The world is already negative enough, trying to push people like me down, trying to push people like you down. We don't need more of that. You need to be your own biggest cheerleader. Like, let's just cut that straight away. Cut all negative self-talk that leave your mouth. And that's going to take time. I know it's going to be hard. It's going to be uncomfortable, but just do it, champ. Just do it. That there's no other way around it. I'm practicing it. You need to practicing it also. I'm giving you the keys. Now go and unlock the doors. Here you got some keys. Go and see which door it fits in. There's a bunch of different doors. Go and see which door it fits in. That's the thing. Because the more you do all of these things, the more you're going to start to understand how to live in your own truth. Because the 3X journal, or the 3X journal, most of the things are going to change, but the traits of the day will usually remain the same, because those are the things that you need to work on, because you're building your character from that. That's how you build character, living in courage, living in love, living in this, living in that. And the more you practice this, the more you start to practice being your own self, being your highest self. Because that's the thing. The reason why most of us don't love ourselves, or at some point in our life don't love ourselves, is because the simple fact that we are not living in line with how we want to live. You're not living in your truth. You are not living in the way that you want to leave this world. Maybe you want to live a healthy lifestyle, but you keep buying Snickers. When do you hate yourself the most? When you eat the Snickers. I love myself when I eat Snickers. I'm just going to throw that out there. I love Snickers, but you get my point. That's the thing. So you need to live in line with how you want to end, how you want to live. Because when you do that, and when you truly push yourself, when you truly live in your truth, when you truly get to work and do what needs to be done, and when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're proud of your accomplishments, when you go to bed and are like, whew, like I did a great day today. I had a fantastic day. I got a lot of things done, or I was positive, or I stayed true to myself. I'm proud of myself. Maybe all of the thoughts that you had wasn't positive. Maybe all of the things you wanted to accomplish didn't became accomplished. But you know that you did your best. That's the time you're proud of yourself. And when you live like that, that's when you start to love yourself more. That's the key. That's the end all be all. Like you're living your life to the fullest. Like you're living now. You don't wait to live. You live now, and you do your absolute best to accomplish that. That's when you start to love yourself. That's what it all comes down to. When you're really trying, like you're not trying, like you're doing it. You're truly doing it. You might fail. That has nothing to do with it. But you're pushing yourself in the right direction. So stop this podcast. Go into the bathroom. Look yourself in the mirror. And have an honest conversation with yourself. Ask yourself this question. Ask this question out loud. Is this going to be strange? If you think speaking to yourself is strange, if that's not something you can do in your own bathroom, if you can't look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself a question, we have way bigger things to work on, champ. So just do as I tell you. Stop this podcast, go into the bathroom, and ask yourself this. Am I living in my truth? Number one. Then you just look yourself in the eyes. And then you're going to hear a little voice. Because first there's going to be a lot of noises, right? There's going to be a lot of noise, a lot of different voices. But then you're going to hear one voice that says, you're not really doing it. And that's the voice you should pay attention to. And then you're going to ask yourself another question. You're going to ask yourself, am I living my life full out? Am I doing my best every day to accomplish my goals? And then you're going to hear a lot of different voices again. Yes, you are, but look what you're doing. La, 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 la. But then you're going to have one voice that is whispering. And that's usually the voice that tells you the truth. Because that's your higher self. Like, that's your inner voice. And you can connect with that inner voice, and you can learn how to deal with that inner voice, and that inner voice can guide you. Meditation helps you with that. Practicing mental discipline would help you with that, because end of the day, it's all thought control. Scientific concentration will help you with that. If you need some help with understanding your inner voice, just let me know. I have tons of free resources I can send you. But understanding and hearing your inner voice, that's how you're gonna learn how to navigate in this crazy life. Because self-love all comes down with the amount of work you're putting into yourself, the amount of energy you're putting in to yourself, into others, and how much you're getting back. Because you know what the thing is with self-love? Like, when you start to really love yourself, right, your confidence grows. So there is an effect to it, right? You drop self-love in an ocean, and then the ripples in the water becomes confidence. The ripples in the water after confidence become you find a person worthy of you, or you become a person worthy of value. Another ripple effect of that becomes is that you find a partner worthy spending time with. As a ripple effect of that, you might actually have some friends of value. As a ripple effect of that, you might actually meet some people of value. You might actually become a person, a man, a woman of value. Like, the more you love yourself, truly, the more your reality changes, the more your reality improves. And that's the power of self-love. Like, you need to understand that. The more you love yourself, the more confidence you get. The more confidence you get, the better jobs you get. The more confident you are at a job, or the better job you have, the more money you make, blah, 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 blah. There's so many levels to this. So you have to do that. Like, I love myself so much. Like, I don't even think my mom loves me this much. Like, my mom loves me. Make no mistake. My mom loves me more than I love myself. You can't beat that. You can't beat my mom. Come on. I take that back. But, like, I love myself. Like, I think I'm fucking incredible. It sounds like ego talk. And it is my ego talking, because I'm talking to me right now. Like, I think I'm fucking incredible. Like, look at me. Like, I'm constantly working. And it's not like, oh, but look at me, look at the things I got for free. Look at that also. Look at that shit also. But I'm working hard. I'm disciplined. I'm training crazy hard. I'm studying. I'm recording content. I'm giving out free information. I want to improve the world. We're running charities. We're fucking building houses here. And you don't see us we don't even talk about that on our social media. We don't even talk about that social media. We've been to multiple schools here. We're helping to build houses, like, from us. And you know what the best part about all of the things I just told you? Maybe except about actually building a house. It's all for free. This is all things that doesn't cost you anything. Anyone can be this person. Anybody can work on this. Anyone can work on this. It doesn't cost you anything to read. It doesn't cost you anything to work on your body. You can do that at home. And we're giving this out for free in order for you to improve yourself. Like, do you know how many people that train with us for free? Like, we're giving out scholarships monthly. You can just send us an email and you can train for free. That's how simple it is. You can just send us an email and you can, this is written all over on our website. You can send us an email and you get mindset courses for free. You can send us an email and you get nutrition courses for free. And all of this thing is things that you can work on, because we want you to become better. We want the people that are associating themselves with us to become better, because I cannot complete this big mission I'm on by myself. This is why I'm keep saying we. I'm just the spokesperson. I'm just the guy that's saying, hey, look, we're going there. I'm rowing. Who's rowing with me? You're rowing with me? Perfect. But get your shit together first. Start to love yourself first, because you're not going to be able to be on this journey together with us unless you do that. It's completely right to fall off sometimes. We all fall off sometimes. But that's why we are so many to pick ourselves up. But if you can't confidently say, I'm this guy, this is my price list, then how am I going to help you, brother or sister or whoever is watching? You need to love yourself first. You need to show me, this is my price list. Boom. This is the things I love about myself. I'm actually this person. Ba, 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 ba. Confident, friendly, assertive, kind, loving. Boom, beam, bam, bam. Knows how to fight, knows how to dance. Do this, work out, mental discipline, whatever the case may be. And you don't need to do whatever I do. I'm just speaking from my price list, right? But yoga, stretching, flexible, beam, boom, bam, nourishing, knows how to cook, knows how to do that, whatever. Swim, I'm making things up. But you have to know that in order for you to love yourself. Because if you can't say confidently, because there's so many people that are looking at this, not so many people. There are some people that are looking at this video right now and saying, it's like, oh, they're so arrogant. No. It's not arrogant, it's confidence. I'm just giving you facts. I'm just very confident in the factual things that I am. Just facts. Like, there's no other way around it. These are facts and these are non-facts. And I'm very confident in saying those things out loud. I have no problem being that. Because if you feel, and this is the truth, if you feel, oh, that's so arrogant of him, how could he? That means that you have things to work on in yourself. And that's the end of this podcast now.